Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch. And at The Flower Patch, I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements from door wreaths, door swags, things for the home decor, things for your garden decor, weddings, sympathy tributes, bespoke arrangements, business arrangements, and much, much more. Well, guys, welcome back to a new week. I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We had a nice sunny weekend. It was nice weather, so we was in the garden again. And my mum came to visit me as well with my sister, who my mum lives an hour and a half away, and she came down to see me with my sister and my niece, which was a wonderful surprise because I didn't know nothing about it. So that was really nice to see my mum. Right, today I'm going to do an arrangement on a sign. This isn't a request. I just thought I've got this sign and I've not done it with anything. I've had it. Guys, it's got to be 2 years at least, and I've never used it. And I just thought today, you know, autumnal colours, I'm going to use it in an arrangement. And I've attached some foam to it, and I've put some extra holes in myself with my old puncher, what I use for your jewellery. And I've done it around here also, as you can see, where all the tie wraps are, the cable ties, and I've put some foam on. And we're going to do a little arrangement here, and then some coming off of it here at the top as well. Now, this is not a specific for the Mrs. Wilson, and not a specific style. This is just a bit of fun. Where you just think outside the box mainly. There's some specific styles that you do where, you know, like the asymmetrical. I mean, the asymmetrical one I did the other day was quite full. Usually I tend to do them a bit more refined, where they are thinner around here, where the L shape is around here. They don't go as high up, but I decided I wanted it big. But today we're going to do a bit of arrangement around here, coming off here, and then some bits hanging down here and going across. And we have got a picture of an old-fashioned typewriter. I can remember these guys because when I left school, many years ago, we'll leave it at that, I went into secretarial work. We all got pushed into that direction, a lot of the young girls when they left school. And I had to go to college to learn to type on a typewriter. We started off on the manual, you know, and we had to learn what we call touch type, is where you type without looking. You read the notes and just type. And then a few years later, the word processors came in. And then after that, the electric typewriters, they were, oh, you thought you'd posh when you had one of those. That was before all the computers came in. So, yes, so I've still got one of these, what my mum bought me when I was learning, and she bought me one for Christmas when I was young, and I practiced on it. I've got it in my attic. It's a sentimental thing to me. It'll never be sold. So I thought I'd put a hook on. We are going to do an arrangement on it. And I'm going to sit down to do it because my back, again, I've hurt it from doing all the gardening and doing other things. So, yes. Oh, and Benji's back. I've taken Benji for a walk this morning, and then I've taken Benji's owner to the hospital because his daughter's car is in the garage. So I've been up to the hospital and sat with him, and he bought me a cup of coffee and some chocolate cake. Lovely. And I'm going to take him again on Wednesday, and he says he's going to buy me a sandwich and some cake and a coffee. So I said to him, I'll go each week if you like. So we are going to do an arrangement on that. I have got a bow, but I've got a ribbon, but I've got the hessian and a bit of this woven, you know, this woven thing. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I don't know if I want a bow. If I did, I may place the bow in the top corner here. So, because I still want to keep the picture of the typewriter. So for our foliage, I've got the green birch out, and I love this in green. So I've got some of that. I've also got some of my conifer. Now, a young lady, Karen, asked me where to get this. I used to get it from my wholesalers. Now they've discontinued it. But I found it on Shein. It's more expensive because obviously, if you've got your own wholesalers, things are usually cheaper. But it's more expensive, but they've got it on Shein if anybody's looking for it. I've got some oddments what I left, what I've chopped. There was longer, and I've chopped them in half and left the bottom parts. So I'm just going to stick those in and use those up. I've got my lotus leaves out, a flowering lotus. I wanted to use some of those to maybe go across the top as well, the twiggy bits. So I've got those. I've got some oddments here that I found in my oddments bucket. I thought, let's stick these in. Brown, we've got brown on the picture, so we're going to use those. I've got down my maple again, so I could have some of this hanging from the bottom. So, or maybe a bit going up the side, meeting up with the foam at the top. So we have got that also. This is lovely. Now, there was a lovely lady asked me where they got the myrtle from, because her dad used to call her mum Myrtle. I thought that was lovely, and she's not ever heard of it or seen it before, you know, since then. But yes, I found this on, where did I tell the lady I got it from? Temu. I found that on Temu. So again, have a look on there. I think it was Temu or Shein. Right, for our flowers, I can't make my mind up which colour I want. I've been holding them in my hand. I've got white ranunculus. I've got brown and cream roses. I've got the peach coloured ranunculus and some peachy coloured roses. I just can't make my mind up. I find that they all look lovely together. And then I've got, for movement, wispy bits again, just to add some white to bring it alive. So they are what we've got for today. And of course, on our picture we have got white, obviously around the letters and numbers on the typewriter. Got white in here. We have got a little bit of red. Now, I was wondering whether to place in a little bit of red. I couldn't really make my mind up. I could either put, because it's only a little bit. I don't know whether to put just, if I get some pumpkins out. I've got red, a brown and a cream. I could place those in and use those. So, with it being that time of year. So that's what we've got, guys. And I'm going to see if you can see what I'm doing. I had a look at the video again. When I was introducing my son again last week for the second time, you still couldn't see him. It makes it look like I've got a son without a head. So, I mean, he's off work today because Mondays he doesn't work. It's his, you know, it's one of his days it doesn't work. So I'm going to bring you in slightly closer, and I'm going to bring this down a little bit more. So we'll bring that like that.
See you later.
See you later, Jordan. What are you going to do about your tea?
I'll grab my
Okie dokie. If I could bring that there. That's my youngest son. He's going to work. He's on his late shift. So, I've got my coffee. Ah, it's nice. So, I want to first of all, I think I may have, I'm going to take this off because I can't make up my mind whether I've got oddments in here or not. I think I have, because I did something the other day and put some back in. Is that an oddment? Right, that hasn't got any flowers on. It's a long piece. I'll keep those out. I don't want to use all of them, because it's only a small sign. Well, I say small, the sign is 12 inches by 8 inches. So we've got those. Yes, we'll do that. I'm going to leave it facing you. Now I could either cut this up, that one. Could I unravel this? Yes. I must have wrapped that around. So that's a small piece, what could go across the top. I've got the longer piece, let me just snip that bit off. Again, if I just place these to meet up, and then maybe have that like so. I could cut this down into 2 pieces. Well, the children here in the UK where I live break up for the summer holidays from school Wednesday. Gosh. My neighbour's looking forward to it because she's a lollipop lady who helps the children across the road. She's been counting hours down, she says, not days, hours. Right, so I want to place this, the flowering one, across the top. So let's just stick this in, and again, this is just for today, a little bit of fun. And with these being twigs, you can manipulate them and have them standing how you'd like them to be. I'm just cutting the stems quite short. I'm going to bring that one up here at the top a bit, or I could bring it down here actually. Oops a daisy. Oops. Like so. Now this is the longer one. I could cut or leave that and have that just going up the side. So I think, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll just cut the stem a little bit. And I'm going to go in through here, but then bend the stem upwards. And then do that, like so. So that's going to the side of this piece here. Bring the flowers sort of like around, just incorporate the leaves as well. Give them that little bend so they look a bit more natural. So we've done it, so it's like that. So it's the meeting up with all each other, like it's grown from here and it's grown upwards and coming out from this side. Now I've got this that I found one piece of. I don't want that full. Again, just manipulate this. So things, you know, if you've got things, they don't always have to be on a wreath. If you've got signs, they don't always have to be, you know, placed on wreaths. They can, you know, or, you know, be placed, just use your sign like I am, and place holes in and attach a bit of foam. Oh, I broke that. Attach a little bit of foam and then that'll make it look pretty as well, just because not everybody wants a wreath in the house. They just want something, you know, flat on the wall, and they do it like so. I'm going to stick that up there like that. So then we've got that. I hope you can see. Just turn that leaf a little bit round. There we go. Some are facing the opposite way. Now we've got these. I'm going to bring, I've got 3 of these. I think I had 3. Again, I want one, this fiddlehead fern. Yes, 3. Let's get the rubber band off. And that, like that. Again, I like things to be lifted up just to give them that that natural look. And we're just going to go there so that can be lifted up. So it's just gave it all. I mean, you can manipulate these. They've got wire in. So if you just want it slightly bending around here, you know, you can do that with it. Let's get some of our conifer. Well, the weather's soon changed from what it was the other day. It's really windy this morning. I've got 2 of these. Let me get these in. I'm going to place in the corners, one here. And then I'm going to bring one with this one, like so. Now we've got the thicker ones I want to bring. Again, I don't want to place in lots and lots of something that's going to hide it. I'm trying to keep it as airy as possible. So I won't be using, I'll bring that one there. Again, this will elongate it by using your long pointy things or your wispy things that move, you know, your twiggy things. It elongates your arrangement by, and you know, in height, makes it look longer. I'll bring one down. Let's bring one here as well to fill in that corner. Again, the thicker leaves I'm trying to keep away, you know, out of the out of being introduced in to the center. So then we have that. I do have the birch as well. They're airy, quite wispy. They add movement. I may place the maple in first because the maple's slightly bigger. Oops, the daisy. Let me just place those there. Oh, can't forget my coffee, guys. And again, I'm just going to be cutting stems off the main bit, you know, like this, and I'm going to chop into them and use them. There's one piece that's come off, so let's glue that on, because if it comes off once, it's going to come off again and again. There. So got a little piece here I want to place up here as well. I think it's a lovely colour. Let me place that on the floor, it's quite big. Some of these leaves are a bit closed. It needs steaming, I think, guys, if I can't get them open. Let's have a look. Yeah, they need steaming. That one's okay. Look how pretty that is. So I could bring that out here. I think I may have to place my steamer on. Where is it? I hope I've got some water in it. No. That's a shame. Right, I'm going to have to pause the video while I go and grab some water, guys. And I can just have a quick look to see if you can see what I'm doing. Right, I've got the water. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't realise I'd need it. And I've just, for a bit of red, if I don't use the pumpkins, I've got out some chilli. I thought that might just add a little bit of red in as well. Plus it's got its own little foliage to it also. So I could perhaps use those and add a little bit of different contrast and also texture. This is very smooth and glossy. I mean, the spikiness is a different texture on the fern, and on the cypress leaves, they're also spiky and rough. So this is smooth. So it's given us a different texture. So what I'm going to have to just do is just switch on my, I don't know if you can see it, little steamer. Wait for the steam to come up, because some of the leaves are bent over and they look a bit terrible really. We can't really have the, you know, things like that. You want them to be open and not crunched up into a, you know, mess really. So let's see if we can get these nice and tidy. Just wait for the steam to come out. It's very hot, so if you've got something, a steamer, keep your fingers away from the front. It can get really, really hot. Let's see if we can unfold all these creases. You'll start seeing steam when it's ready, when it's hot enough. Until then, you just basically wait, guys. Here we go, it's about ready. When it goes quieter and it starts bubbling, that's when you know. Here we go, look, there's the steam. And you just give it that little, it basically washes it and it softens all the, you know, the leaf, so it sits straight again. See, there it is, it's opened it up. It's like magic. Look at it, guys, it's moving. It's like magic. Isn't it wonderful? Mix all your things. And it's ever so cheap, guys. You get these off Amazon. They're really cheap. But in the UK, this, in our money, it was I think £15. You can get them all different sizes and styles. So that's opened those up. So let's try these now. And just leave it to keep bubbling away. And all it's doing is softening the material of the leaf and steaming that crease out. So I just look for where the creases are, where it's needed to be steamed. I think that's okay, yeah. Have I got any more? No, I think that's it, guys. Right, so now I'll just switch it off. So now they're all cut, then we can start and place them in. Hi, hun.
Hello.
And this will make it look better and nice and more fuller than being all creased. So I've got this here. Do I bring that one here? Yeah, I'm going to bring that one there. And I'm going to stick it up into that area. I've got a longer one here. I can bring that going down this area with here, or down here, or across here. I quite like this full one here, and I think that, if I'm being honest, would look nice around there. So we'll get that one in there, like so. And again, lift it up, manipulate it so it looks full, and give it that bounce. I'm going to cut these two in half, and I'm going to glue these on, guys, because these are moving around too much for me. So let's just get it all glued in. And just wipe any glue what's seeping out and just stop it from moving around. And do the same on this one as well. So then it's here we have it. So I want to bring this one under here so it just comes slightly up like so, and then I want that one down there. Just under there like that. So then now you've got in your nice beautiful orange and red maple. I want to place in, and I can't make my mind up. I'm gonna cut the furthest one down. Now I think I'd have to have that hanging, so I want that there. So what I would do with this, I could bring that bottom one here, pull it off and glue it onto this prong further up, and I'm going to lift that up, and I'm going to place that, I think, there, and then intertwine it around and let it hang, I think, anyway. Let's have a look. Or do I bring it in, or do I just hang it? I think, guys, I'm going to just hang that. I've got a smaller one. That smaller one can go at the top as well, because it's bring that across. Then I've got this one. I could maybe go down at an angle there. Like that. I don't want to overload it with the myrtle. Let's just have a look how that sits. Just lift that up. Yeah, so that's how we've got it. So now we have our birch. I want to put this piece hanging here. I want to lift it by just bending the stem so it makes it, you know, look fuller. Let's take this one. And I'm going to cut into these as well. I can get them apart. I think we'd have to have that maybe going around here, and then that one up there. So we'll place this one as well. And we'll put this in. So if you notice at the top, I'm not making it as long as what it is at the bottom. And the reason for that is because I don't want it going across here, the picture. So we've only got here to play with. We could go higher, but I'd rather have more of a drop down at the bottom. So I've given myself a bit more dried foam to go and drop the arrangement down and make it bigger at the bottom and smaller at the top. So the reason I'm not putting as longer pieces in at the top is for that reason as well. So I'd rather, I'm going to cut this into two so I can get more out of it. I'm going to place one here, and again bending it upwards, and I want to bring one across here. I'm going to sit it like so on top, and then bend so it flops over, gives it that natural look. And again, and that's what I'll be doing with all the twiggy bits as well, because obviously I'm pushing those flat. I will uplift those again and reposition them as I'm nearer to the end. So we'll place that on the floor as well. I've got these. Let's get these in. And we can just use these, and I'm going to cut these down and just place some across there. Again, lift them upwards towards the sky just for that volume. You don't want them all just sitting flat. Not on this arrangement. We're not doing a flat one. Go underneath leaves and things that you've already placed in. Just to fill it. And bring it so it starts to look like it's coming upwards now. So I've got a longer piece here. I'm going to go right under in the corner and have that coming upwards so it's longer. Let's get one. Like so. Again, I'm just going underneath other areas as well, just to fill in and give that some. I've noticed I've not put one here, down here. So let's get one in here as well. Let's see. I think I'll have a taller one in the corner, just for that length as well. So that's all of those in. So they're used up. So that's good. So let me just have a look. Just manipulate some of your stems. So that is that. Now Just, oh, let me get my coffee in. My husband's bought me a coffee in. Bless him. So we've got our chilies, and again, because I'm only using this red because we've got a bit of red on the typewriter's, oh gosh, what do you call it? The ink strip where you know, when you press your letters and it presses on there. And so it's only got a little bit of red in, so I'm only going to incorporate a little bit, and I'm going to place one. I like to place them in corners because I always find in a corner it also adds that interest, like it gives it that bit of extra I can't think of the words today. I'm going all crazy, guys. Now then, let me think about this one. Do I bring one coming down? Down like that. Again, just manipulate them into a way that you'd like them to sit. I'll just get that out, guys. I want to cut, these aren't push-ups, so they are just small. So what, I mean, you could cut them in smaller and make them smaller. I want a smaller piece here, or I may have it here actually. And I want to stick that like so. So that's lifting up. I can use that bit of foliage and just incorporate that in as filler foliage, just to, you know, fluff and cover bits there. And then I want one coming out here. I like to fill in all the corners with colour, like you see with the myrtle as well, because it's giving that flow and movement of it moving around your arrangement. It's not sitting in one area and looking quite odd. So we've got those. Now I have got filler foliage. I want to place that in nearer to the end. It's which colour? Now I can usually tell when, oh, just don't know what I've done with that one. I can usually tell, oh my goodness, I've split it all. Which floral I will need. Let me just put these together, guys. Yeah, I can usually tell what floral will go better once I've got my foliage in. And by me just placing that against the brown rose against the arrangement, that one anyway, what here just looks slightly a little bit odd, but we'll see once I look at all the others. I've got an idea what will go. Right, let me put those there. So if I look at those, they look hidden. They're just, something's just telling me they're too dull, even though they are beautiful, but they're too dull for the orange and everything. It's just not, they're not standing out. They're not giving you that, oh, that looks nice sort of look. Now they look better. They're lighter. They've got a bit of the orangey colour and a bit of like the pinky red sort of look in them around the edges of the petals. Now I've got the ranunculus. If I just get one bunch and just part one. See, they look pretty as well because of the colour of those. And obviously the white, they are very, very white, those. So if I have the mixture of those, I won't put those white ones in. I will use the wispy white ones to go around the edge part. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So the white ranunculus and the brown roses, I will disregard and I will keep those. I don't need that bunch. Now these are weird. Now these are all, as you can see, they're all fastened together. I don't know if you can see that. They're all a bunch together there as one. I don't know if that's for if somebody's having a full bouquet, that it's already glued together for you. But, oh, I don't want that. So I'm going to have to pull them off. Yeah, you see, it just doesn't, that's weird. I've never had them like that, where they're glued like that together. Oh my good gracious me, guys. I've left some of the stems on. Where's the... I can't get that one off. See, look at the clump it's left. That's just odd. So let's see if I can... I don't like this sort of thing. I'm going to cut that. That is odd, guys. It's pulled off some of the stem in the centre. That is really, really odd. So now we've done that, I want to bring some here, some here. So I'm going to start this end. I'm going to bring some of the flowers around here. And I'm also going to bring the flowers and bring them down here as well. I'm not just going to, you know, I'm going to bend them down so they're intermingling with what's down there as well, just to fill that area up as well. To make it look a bit full. Bring some out there. I want to bring one up here. So if I just lift that there. And again, I want one there, and then I want one maybe around here. So let's cut that. We'll save that leaf and we'll place that in. We'll bring that one there. Then we'll just place this bit of leaf in that we've got left from that. We'll place that there. Now we've got our roses as well. I want to bring one of them out here with the myrtle and sit it with that. Again, to elongate across. Just sit that with that. We're going to need something to cover all of that. I need to have a look. Let's get on with our flowers first. Remove the glue string. Bring that one up. Oh, let me have a drink of coffee. Again, I'm trying to keep away from hiding that one there. Hiding the typewriter's keyboard. So we'll place that there. So we've got the 3 here. So let's get 3 at the bottom. Or we may use 4 actually at the bottom and then make it 7. Bring that there, like so. Get that one there. Let me just take this off, guys, because it's just not sticking. And what I want is one again down here to elongate. And I'm going to place one there. So we're going to cut this one shorter. Now bring this around, have it that sticking out like so. We'll place that like that. Just slightly bend it down. So we've got 7 of those. So let me just turn it around, guys, and have a look. Yeah, it still needs like filler foliage and something slightly bigger just to cover at the top. See, I could have that bow and place a small bow there or here. Or as well. Let me just have a quick look, guys. I have to go from pot, from oh, what do we say? Bucket to bucket. Do I want orange? Oh, yeah. Let me have a look on the smaller ones. Just bear with me a second, guys. They're quite bright. We don't want bright, too bright. Now, what are they? I just want to grab these. I've got these. Let's just have a look. Yeah. They're going to fit perfect because of the colour. They're like a, I don't know. I don't really know, like a deep coral, browny colour. Something along those lines. But first, before we go any further, let's now get in our wispy bits. So these I want to incorporate along the outer side as well. So what we do is then we place these and intermingle them again behind things or wherever you think they'd look better. I think personally these look better at the back because of the length of them. They add a better touch instead of having them really right in front. Let's get that like so. Oh, let me cut it. And again, I always like to place one around the corner area because I think that helps as well. Gives off that illusion of it, of a, you know, helps fulfill that corner where it's also giving the illusion that it's longer than it is, the arrangement. And by also intermingling them with others, it gives off that, again, that look of how that it's full as well. Things behind, you know, and it's natural, making it look natural by things growing in between each other. Let's just now come down to the bottom one again. Let me place that there. If I can get it in. And put the rose on top of it. Just get one on the corner again. I do that with all my arrangements. I always make it look, you know, bring it through to the corner all around. Bring it on that one. Just again, we'll fluff it all up, guys, and give it that volume. And I'll bring one right on the end. We're going to elongate it outwards. So and also to bring it to the similar length outwards of what the myrtle is, the conifer as well. Let's just now tweak it a bit. Oops, I've just dropped one of those flowers. Right, we've got these. I think I'm going to do that instead. What I'm going to do is put a little bit of height in them. I'm not going to have them, you know, bent really extremely flat. I think I need to cut a bit more off than that. I just want to give it that little bit of height, like so. And I may place in, do I place in 3? Yeah, 3. Let's just get that. And I'm going to put the 3rd one here. Now that's covering the foam on the top there. Now here I will place in filler foliage. Again, because I'm trying to keep as much of the picture as I can. And I will do the same on the bottom. I will bring one here, intermingle. I've just dropped one. You can just grab it. And do the same with that. There. Let's get that one. And then do the same with this one as well. I may have to take that off the stem because it looks a bit too not got no wire in the main, that's only in the main stem but not on the stem of the flower. So if I put its own pick in, I can shorten it and manipulate it to how I wish. There, so like so. So that little bit of leaf I'm not going to waste. I'll place that on a pick as well, what I've just pulled off. And we'll sit that with it like so. So we don't need no more of those. So filler foliage. Now I've got some of that. If I get out what I'd like to use. I've got some bits of those. Oh, I found that the other day. I keep finding bits. And this is where you can use your scraps, you know, just to add in. for that little bit of extra interest, you know, to your arrangement. Thought I saw another one. Let's just try it there for now. What I'm going to do, place that in. Then I'm going to add some of this with it. Just cover that area there. I think if I'm going to do that, I think I'd need something similar to that there to hide it, because I don't want anything long going over again the picture. So I'd have to, if I can, do like that. And that's on the inner side around here. That's just to cover that bit. That's okay, that's okay. There. So I'd have to do something similar down at the bottom as well. Just to cover those. A little bit of boxwood. So if I just do this, like so. And then, don't need that one. Just add the smaller pieces in, you know, just to give it again a little bit extra. Bit of colour around it. I'll bring one here. Right, let's just just hold it up, guys. Right, I need a little bit there. So let's just get some picks on these. That's just to hide this end bit. I think I've got another one of those boxwood. Oh yeah, I could place that in because it's a bit more fuller. let's have a look at this corner. Right, we'll place one there as well to complete that corner. I'm looking, gosh, it's moving, guys. I'm moving down the other side of the table with it. Not intentionally, guys. I trust, you know, honestly. I don't need those. Right. So let's just clear all this out of our way. So that is our arrangement for today. Again, you don't have to, I'm going to place this on my easel. You don't have to have everything, you know, a sign always on your wreath. You can always just have a sign, punch some holes in, attach a bit of foam to it by using cable ties, and then you'll get such a pretty look. You know, it can be flat on your wall in your house. You haven't got to then have something really full and bulky, so to speak. Again, I've made this so it looks like it's climbing up. Let's just I'm just, you know, manipulating it, guys. Just bring that myrtle through where it belongs. I wonder if, do I need a bow? I don't know. I don't need a bow. So I'll place that there. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to zoom out a little, guys. Oops. Oops, that's the wrong way. Gosh. I hope you can see it. There. Right, so that is what we've done by using just a sign, nothing more. We've not used, again, there's all different ways to do things. You don't always have to have, again, like I say, a wreath to attach a sign onto. You can just use, like I've done, with a bit of dried foam, make some holes in the sign, and then attach the foam with tie wraps or cable ties to the arrangement, or to, should I say, the sign, and then start adding in your flowers. Again, I've done it smaller at the top. I've done a triangular piece in the top left hand corner, and then along the bottom I've just done a small rectangular piece. I've not gone too wide because I just wanted it sort of slim looking. So it's just because this is slim, it's not bulky and thick. So I didn't want to make this suffocated by going really far out. So I've gone down like that. And again, you can still see that it's a typewriter with the dark colour, orangey brown colours, and that with a bit of red for the ribbon here, the ink ribbon, where I've put in these chilies. I've got the myrtle in where it's just hanging. I've got our birch, I've got our peach coloured ranunculus and our peach coloured roses with our white wispy bits. Again, I always incorporate wispy bits, guys. I can't help myself. And then obviously you'll see that it doesn't stick out as much here and it's not as full, and that's only because it's slim there. It's just, you know, I try to look at it in a real way. So with a lot of my things, it's started off growing there and it's slowly creeping up here and it's slowly getting bigger here. So this is the thin line that it creeps up. So that is the illusion or the look that I went for. And then we've got in our, now I can't remember what they're called. I don't know if they're the daisies or maybe the dahlias, yeah, they may be the dahlias. I've got different types of dahlias. And then I've got the boxwood in, and again I've got the maple with the conifer, and this lotus, flowering lotus leaf, which I love, the twiggy bits, where you can manipulate and sit it. If you've got a gap, you can press it down like so to sit in that gap, and it'll fill your gaps up because it's so bendy. It's great. And then I've got a bit of fern in, and then this fiddlehead fern here as well. These odd bits that I've placed in. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I sure did. Again, let me just put that out of the way. Mrs. Wilson, this is a different design. You know, it's basically just similar to an asymmetrical shape where you go down and across, but I've just added a little bit here. But it's an asymmetrical shape on an actual base of or a sign. Again, you don't always have to have like your asymmetrical shapes in a vase or, you know, in a container. You can have it positioned on something like this. So again, it's not exactly an asymmetrical, but you can see the sort of thing, you know, that it's got that sort of a shape if it wasn't for this. So yes, this today was just a different design, that it's just adding a little bit of fun, you know, just to show that you haven't got to stick to your natural symmetrical, asymmetrical, you know, your horizontal, your Hogarth shape, and, you know, which is the letter S shape and things like that. You haven't got to stick to things like that. Use your imagination and go off in another direction if you've got something like I have, you know, or go outwards. It's your decision. As long as it looks like it's all flowing and everything matches and blends in without it looking too much. You know, when I say too much, I mean it like this is thin, it's not big. So if I'd gone out here, that would look lost, so to speak. So that's what I mean, if without it looking, whatever you're doing it on, looking lost or too big for that element. Just keep it within a reasonable size so it blends in and it balances itself out. And that's what I've done. So again, oops, I keep pushing it across. So I hope you enjoyed that. Give it a go, guys. I mean, I know we've all got signs. I know you've all got signs. So give it a go. Get a sign out, place some holes in it, stick a bit of foam onto it, whether you glue it on or cable tie it on, your choice, guys. Put a ribbon on if you like. You know, again, that's down to your own preference and your style and what you like. I was going to put a bow on, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't make one in case I probably didn't need it. And obviously I didn't need it. It looks nice without the bow. Because if I put the bow on, it would hang here and it would cover this. So, and just by adding in your floral of your choice and the colour of your choice to match the colour of the sign, whatever colours you've got in your sign, use in your floral. And a ribbon, if you're using a ribbon, use that colour from your sign in your ribbon as well. And then that is what gives you the balance and the rhythm of your arrangement. So again, have fun with it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that, and it'd make a lovely gift for somebody, you know, to hang in the home. I sure would hang this in my home. You know, I'm like that. I like things like this. So again, please subscribe, share and like. You know, I just want to get my business noticed out there, guys, and by just pressing that like button, which only take about 5 seconds, it, you know, it really does help me really much, so much it does, and I appreciate it as well. So take care, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all tomorrow, and I love you loads. Bye for now, guys. God bless. Bye bye. Right, let's just do a little bit of a closer look on it, guys. Again, there's the typewriter. Can you remember those, guys? Them old-fashioned typewriters. I sure can. There's where the ink is on that strip, ribbon strip there. And again, you can see the typewriter there. I haven't covered the mechanism of the typewriter. I tried to keep it all in. There's your white wispy daisies, wildflower should I say, your beautiful, like a peach coloured rosebud with the colour of your maple. And these dahlias, I got them out of the dahlia bucket, so they must be dahlias, with a bit of your boxwood and your chillies, your very light peach ranunculus, and your birch, and your wonderful myrtle. Again, there's your maple. Bit of your brown fiddlehead fern and your conifer there. And a bit of the eucalyptus that I had, you know, scraps of, I've placed in just to use them all up. And again, we've gone in a nice shape around. It looks actually a bit of a crescent shape on here on my camera. But it's not, I assure you it's not, guys. But I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope it gives you an idea of what to create for a loved one, or for yourself, or for a gift for your gran, you know, your grandma, or anybody, mum, aunt, sister, whomever, or anybody who's a secretary, you know, give them a gift like that. So I hope you enjoyed, guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care and have a wonderful, wonderful day. I love you all. Bye for now.